Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, and we are going live. It's Wellness Wednesday, our first live Wednesday. It's a couple minutes before 7. I just wanted to get on here to make sure that I didn't have any problems getting on. So I'm hopeful that. Oh, my guest tonight won't have any problems getting on either. Hope everyone is doing well. And of course, my phone would ring. Let me turn it off here. How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. Please feel free to use the chat to respond and communicate with us tonight. Looking forward to having a great conversation. We're going to talk about wellness, being in health, and what that means for all of us. So we're just waiting a few minutes for a couple people to jump on here. And then we will go from there. It is a beautiful day here in Pittsburgh. It got up to 80 degrees today. It was hot, actually. It was hot. And I actually have my windows open. That's how warm it is today. But I will take the warmth any day. Um, yeah, I prefer warm weather over any other kind of weather. So, as I said before, tonight we're going to talk about wellness, what that means. I want to talk about emotional health. If my guest gets on here tonight, she's going to talk about physical health. Our health is so important to us. We are living in a time where I feel like we are under a lot of stress. We live very stressful lives. There's so much going on in our world. A lot of times we don't even know how to deal with what is going on. And I want to be able to share with you some tools for how you can manage whatever it is you find yourself going through today. We are living in chaotic times. We are stressed at work, stressed at home, stressed when we go to the grocery store. Every area of our lives, just about, we are encountering some sort of stress. And what I know as someone who has been a life coach, you have to be able to manage your stress. If you don't know how to manage it, your life will break down. You will find yourself getting sick. You will not be able to function in your life. There are so many things that can happen as a result of you not being able to or positioning yourself to manage stress. I talk a lot about emotional health. Our emotions are how we mentally and psychologically handle what is going on in our lives. So, how do you handle uh, mental and psychological stress? Jamie, yes, you're correct. Other people are the root of our problems, but guess what? It's because we allow them to be. You have to make sure, hi, Kitty, you have to make sure you don't allow anyone to be the root of your stress. You're giving them too much power when you do that. You own the power to how you mentally and psychologically deal with whatever's going on in your life. That's all of us. And if you don't find a way to deal with what is going on in your life, I promise you, you're going to really, hey Sandra, hi Jamie, you're going to really wish you would have. And I think the reason why we are afraid a lot of times to confront it, because it means we have to take a look at ourselves. Oftentimes it's hard for us to take a look at ourselves because we don't like what we see in the mirror. And the issue really is the man and the woman in the mirror. And until we confront what is going on inside of us, we can't, mentally be and psychologically have a good state of mind. Yes, everything doesn't get your attention, especially things that is going to have a positive impact. Your attention has to be on those things that have a positive impact, not something that would distract you. We want positive thinking, positive ways of being. And first of all, I think before we can even get there, there are times in our lives where we need an emotional detox. So I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you in your emotional state of mind? Put your number in the chat. 1 to 10. Tell me where you are. 10 means you're absolutely perfect. Thank you, Kitty. And that 3, okay, thanks, Kitty. 10 means you're good. 1 means you need help. Where are you? Kitty says she's at a 3. But Carrie says she's at a 5. Jamie 4. Colette 4. All right. What are some of the things that you think you could do to help yourself? Sandra said a 4. There are some things that I think that we have to do, and it's what I call an emotional detox. You got to find a way to detox from the things that are emotionally upsetting you. They are upsetting your state of mind. This means that you're not in a healthy state of mind. So what I say is you need an emotional detox. And how you go about detoxing, has anyone ever done a detox before? Put it in the chat for me. Have you done any type of detox before? Kitty said no. Anyone ever done a detox? I've done a detox. Jamie said no. You know what a detox is? It is finding a way to release yourself of things, people, places, and things that no longer serve purpose. And so, what I say is, you need to do an emotional detox. LaCarrie says yes. The emotional detox is what I say, it's asking yourself a series of questions. And I've put together a series of questions that you're going to be able to download from my Etsy store. It's $2.99, but it's 10 questions. And these questions are things like, what would I say to myself now that I didn't say to myself in the past? What are those kinds of things that I can say? Because here's why we emotionally need a detox, because there's some things we've been saying to ourselves that are not true. And so they're not sitting right with us. And because they're not sitting right with us, they're making us uncomfortable in our lives. And it feels like we are in the midst of chaos. Chaos is created. It's created by our thoughts. And so you have to challenge yourself to position yourself so that your thought life is different. So you have to do some deep work. One of the things I've done with my clients is I ask a lot of questions as a coach, and that's why these 10 questions will be so helpful to you. And I'm going to share the link in this video later. But asking questions gets to the root of what is really going on. Sometimes we don't get to the root of what's going on is because we don't position ourselves in a place where that could really happen for us. As a coach, I have asked hard questions because I know my client paid me for that very reason. They want me to challenge them to find out what is really going on in their lives. You need to ask yourself the difficult question. What is it in your life that is keeping you at a 2 and a 4 or a 3? I didn't see anybody say 10 or 8 or 7. What are those things? Kitty, I promise you, you know. Jamie, collecting problems like a hoarder. Why? Why? Kitty, you know how I know you know? And it's because it's coming from inside of you. Whatever's going on in your life is coming from the inside. And that is why you feel emotionally the way that you do. It's an internal issue. So in order to deal with something that is internal, you have to ask questions. One of the terms that I use in coaching is like it's like peeling back an onion. You know, an onion has many layers. And when you ask questions, you begin to peel back the layers until you begin to get to the very thing that is causing you problems in your mental and psychological state. Your mind is all over the place because you have not challenged what is going on in your life. You have the power and the ability to challenge whatever is going on in your life right now. I promise you that if you would take the time out, sit in a quiet space. We talked about this on Sunday. Getting in that space where you can hear your own thoughts, the answer will come. It's not trying to avoid you. The answer for your life is really trying to get to you. But you have to position yourself so you can hear it. Yes, Sandra, all over the place. You know why? It's because we haven't positioned ourselves to sit with our thoughts and to dig deep. We deserve that. We deserve to be in a healthy state of mind where we know what is going on. We can tap into how we're feeling. We can change those feelings. We can adjust those feelings in any type of way. But you have to take the time out for that to happen. You deserve that. Your life deserves that. I talked the other day about, your cup, giving out of a cup that runs over. No one can serve anyone from an empty cup. I don't want my cup to be empty because when I'm empty, guess what? I'm 2s and 3s. You should be 5, 6, 7. But it's because there's work that your life is asking you to do and you're ignoring the question. I don't want you to ignore the question. That's why you're in this live right now, because I want to give you the support that you need to get the answer. Yes, you deserve that. You deserve it. It's possible. But you have work that you have to do. Sandra, so we all are such a very busy life, doing for everyone else, doing family, others. Don't take time for yourself. From this day on, make yourself a priority. I promise you, your life will change. You have so much good information that you share on YouTube. You should be the first recipient of everything that you do. Don't encourage me, encourage yourself. You can't be too busy for yourself. That's right, LaCarrie. You cannot. Here's what's possible for all of us. It is possible for you to change the trajectory of your life right now by just making the decision to take time for yourself and do some self investigation, is what I say. That's what questions do. Questions prompt you to look internally. That's why they're so good. They prompt you to go within, because personal questions can't be answered by anybody else but you. You're the only one. And you may say, Carla, I don't know what's going on with me, but I promise you, we are here at the corner tonight because I'm telling you, you do. You know what's going on. You may not want to say it out loud, but you can say it on the screen right here in this community, because you know what? We got you covered. Be honest with yourself. Until you get honest with yourself, until you can sit down and do the hard work. Nobody wants to work for anything anymore. We want everything easy. We want to be the popcorn generation. I'm working hard on YouTube. I'm trying to tell you. I've decided to start doing lives because I want to put myself out there. I feel like there's something of value in my life that I can share with you and help us all to grow. I'm about growing myself first. But I know growth is possible for all of us if we only make the conscious decision to say, today is the last day that I'm going to ever be a 2, that I'm going to ever be a 3, because I want to hover somewhere around 6 or 7. I'm not saying that every day will be a 6 or 7, but I'm going to tell you it's possible. Yes, LaCarrie, it's absolutely possible for you to have that kind of life. My coaching program, I told you, is designing your life. And all of my clients decided what it was they wanted for their lives. Then we worked together to make that happen. Whether it was their spiritual life, their personal life, their professional life, their relationships, they decided which area of their life they wanted to focus on, and then we did the work. We faced those tough places. They didn't face it alone. I was there with them saying, hey, you got this. Every one of you in this chat right now, you have the ability within you to be everything that your mind says that you can be. And if you're not believing that to be your truth right now, you should. And if you're not believing it, you need a detox. You need to dig deep. You need to go to my website, my Etsy store, D Designs by Carla, and get that detox, emotional detox. And you need to sit with it this weekend and do the work. Do the work. And then we will come back. We're going to chat about it. Those of you who go and we're going to chat about it, because I believe that is possible. I can tell you why it's possible, because it happened for me. I'm no different than any of you. We're all human beings. We're all here to serve purpose. But there are things that we have to do in order for that to happen. You have to trust and believe that it is for you. Better is for you. You deserve the very best of life. Your children, your grandchildren, your spouse, whatever, whomever you're connected to, they deserve the best of you. Do you always feel like it? No, but it should always be possible. I've gone through some things in my life. I talked about, I've been through a divorce. I've, in and out of jobs. We all went through COVID. I had to leave where I was living and come back home because of COVID. Family members got sick. We all went through something. If COVID did not kill you, there's something you have to do here. Yes, LaCarrie, we're all going to be winners. There's something for you to do in the earth. You're here because you bring value. It's up to you to tap into that value. Girl, Sandra, been there, done that. But guess what, Sandra? This is what I had to decide in my own mind. I wrote a book called Emotions of the Mind. When I began to look at the fact that I chose that spouse, I chose him. So what does that say about me? Remember what I said. The reason why things happen is because we allow them. And I'm not saying that you won't be provoked. Oh, honey, I was provoked. I didn't even want to, when I would hear him walking into the parking pad, I would be like, oh God. But defensive, like, okay, I know it's going to be a fight. It's on now. Please, please. I spent 14 years in a relationship, in a marriage. But it's not that I don't believe marriages can be healthy. I absolutely do. But what you need is you need two people who want to be in a healthy relationship, who are willing to do the work. Some of the things we have to learn how to do, and thank you, Sandra, for leading me into this, is learn how to cope with things. We have to develop coping mechanisms. What I say is you have to have tools in your tool belt, so when certain things arise, you're not using a hammer when you should be using a nail. You're not using a screwdriver when you should be using a hammer. You develop coping mechanisms based on what you know to be truth about you. I promise y'all, all of this that I'm telling you is possible. I'm not saying one thing to you right now that is not possible. But you have to do the work. You have to make the conscious decision that today is the last day that I'm going to allow him, her, them, work, you name it, to get in the way of me being everything that I can be. Like I said, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be confronted. You will be confronted. And you know what? It's okay when you're confronted to talk about those things, to work through. That's part of that coping. You got tools in your belt that help you to cope, because we are living in a time of chaos. We're living in a time of disruption and interruptions. Things are happening, but it's happening so that we can build our muscles. LaCarrie says she just came back from the gym. You go to the gym and it's to build muscles so you can be stronger, so your strength, can kick in when you need to lift something up and it weighs 20 pounds. Well, if you're not capable of lifting 20 pounds, then guess what? That thing is just going to stay there. Excuse me. But if you do the work and you do lifting, 20 pounds isn't going to bother you because you already know what to do. You know how to lift it, you know where to pick it up. That's developing tools for your tool belt so you can cope. We're going to have to learn how to cope because we're going to always be in relationships. I live by myself. I absolutely love my life. Trust me. I'm not interested in living with anyone ever again. I'm not saying it might not happen, but that is not where my interest is. But just because I live by myself doesn't mean that I'm not coming across people at work, that I'm not coming across people when I go get my hair done, or when I go to the grocery store, or when I go to get gas. You cannot avoid people, but you learn how to cope so that you can maintain healthy relationships. It's absolutely possible. And you know what? I tell this story to my clients. I said, there's a woman named Mary, and so every time Mary calls you, she gets on your nerve. After about 10 minutes of conversation, the conversation goes left, and you're going to have to get off that phone with Mary. So you have two choices. When you see Mary calling, you can either pick up the phone and talk to her 5 minutes because you know at the 10-minute mark what's going to happen. Or when she calls, you can let the phone go to voicemail. Those are coping mechanisms. Those are tools for your tool belt. But guess who's deciding it? You are. I know you said, Carla, that just sounds too simple. I don't have that. I promise you, if you make up your mind that this is how I'm going to live my life, everything in life will meet you right there. It will come and it will give you assistance so that you can do the thing. I know I'm talking to somebody today because if I'm not talking to nobody else, I'm talking to myself because I'm encouraging myself first. Remember, I told you I keep my cup full. I keep myself inspired. I'm not looking for anybody else to inspire me. I have it on the inside. The source is on the inside of me. All I need to do is tap into the source and I can get what I need. I'm no different than you. We all have the same opportunity to tap into the source, to get what it is we need so that we learn how to cope so that we can maintain healthy relationships. This isn't something I talk. I really seriously walk this. And I'm not even going to lie and say it's easy. Nothing is always easy, but it is doable. You can do it, but you got to be willing to do the work. You got to know the steps to take. And that's why I'm saying do that detox. Get rid of that stuff inside of you that is not serving you purpose. Because that is the purpose of a detox. It's to get rid of all that stuff. You got all this bloat in your stomach and it's making you ill. It's because you need a detox. You need to get rid of, you need to flush that stuff out of you. You'll feel lighter. You'll walk faster. You'll stand up straighter because guess what? There's some stuff that's holding you down that is keeping you from walking in the posture you were designed to walk in. Every one of you listening to this on this live, you are very special people. You have something that only you can do in the earth. Sandra, what I know for sure is that I'm determined to walk in who I'm called to be. That's who all of us should be doing. That's what every person listening to this live later, now, 10 months from now, whenever you listen to it, you have purpose inside of you. You didn't just come here to come. We're here for a reason. So if I'm going to be here for a reason, guess what? I'm going to do what I came here for. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to do it one step in front of the other every day of my life. I mean it so wholeheartedly because I believe that collectively there is good inside of all of us. I believe that individually we decide to not walk in it. It's a choice. If you want to change, it's possible. There's work that has to be done. It's necessary. But in the end, you'll be glad that you did. I promise you, you'll be glad that you did. And maybe, today isn't the day for you. But maybe tomorrow you'll wake up and you'll say, you know what? Carla said something yesterday that really just provoked me to want better for myself. Let me go and do an emotional detox because I want to get rid of this stress. I want to get rid of this chaos. I want to get rid of the things that are frustrating me, keeping me out of sorts. I don't know if I'm going or coming. I want to get rid of it because it doesn't belong to me. I've taken on somebody else's stuff and it's weighing me down. And I no longer want it to weigh me down because I deserve better. When you know you deserve better, you're going to do everything in your power to get better. I think some of us don't believe that we deserve better. You do. You deserve better. You deserve everything that you came to this earth for. You chose to come here. I believe that. I believe we all chose to come here. When we said, yes, I'll come to earth, we came because we knew that there was a purpose for us to fulfill. Yes, there's a purpose for us to fulfill. We got to decide that I am going to fulfill this. Here's the thing. When you made the decision to come, everything that you're dealing with right now were things that you said, okay, you can give me that because I'm going to find a way to cope with it. I'm going to build me a tool belt. I'm going to put what in there I need so I can live the life that I've chosen. I want you to know you are more than capable of living the best life ever. I don't care what anyone told you, your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your granddaddy, the teacher at school, your friends. If they told you anything other than you deserve the best, they were lying to you. I don't want you to believe that lie another day. Don't believe it another day. You deserve better. Better is here for each of you. It is a conscious decision that you must make. When you make the decision to walk in better, I don't care how hard it is, how tough it is. YouTube is tough, y'all. Yes, Sandra, I have the tool belt. I just need to take the spider webs off and use the tools. Yes. I see it when I go to your page. You have all of it. Use it. Because, Sandra, what good is it to have them if you're not using them? Somebody else might as well have them because you're not using them. It's like, What did I give them to her for? She's not even taking advantage of what it is she has because she doesn't realize how powerful she really is. You're a powerful woman. Look, you've encouraged me. You've gone to my site. Your purchases have taken me over 100 purchases. That's what you did for me. You didn't know that. I was like, okay, God, I'm ready to get at least 100 purchases. You did that and took me over. You found me, we found each other on YouTube some kind of way. I don't know how, but we connected. You are using my art in ways that I haven't even used it. I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, you have the vision. Utilize it. You are here because you have something so great to offer people. Not everyone can touch me or bless me. Let me just tell you that. I'm going to be very honest with you. And that's what you've done for me. So if you can do that for me, a total stranger that you didn't know, I said one time in a post that I do digital art. Hey, Faith, great. I'm glad you're here. Yes. And you went ahead and you purchased it. You put music together to it. You inspire people. That's your gift. But let it inspire you first. Before you think about how is this going to inspire someone else when they click on it and they hear the music and they see the art, how is it inspiring you? What is it doing for you? Because that is where the real glory of it comes. It comes in what it does for your soul. You put it together so wonderfully. I promise you, you do. You make my art look good. Yes, you make it look good. I am so inspired by this conversation. First of all, y'all, this is my element right here. I love doing this right here. I love talking. My family will tell you. I don't know why I haven't gone live before because I tried to do the, you know, this is my sweet spot right here. I'm so glad, Sandra. But I'm going to do more lives. I actually have grown this channel by just the live I did on Sunday. And then I'm not stopping, y'all. I don't care what's working, what's not working. I'm going to continue to sit up here and tell you that you deserve the very best. And that what you need to do is to confront those things that are holding you back from being the person you were designed to be. Yes, LaCarrie. Thank you, Sandra. I hope that something was said that you will take today and add it to your life and allow it to create in you something more than what you are right now. There's so much more to you. I don't care who you are on here. I don't care who listens to this. I want you to know, as I look directly in this camera, there's so much more to you, and you deserve every bit of it. You have to do the work. You have to challenge yourself to stop being mediocre and live out of all that is inside of you. Thank you guys for showing up. You didn't have to be here. And I'm going to continue to say this. Yes, lives are great when you have great interactive, yes, they are audiences. Oh my God, thank you. Yes, I've done this. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, Faith. I am going to do more lives. I am. I feel like this is my sweet spot. You know, you don't know your sweet spot until you hit it. And when you hit it, you're like, oh, they're going to be in trouble now. So, guys, hey, if you have not liked, subscribe, please like and subscribe. And you know what? When this video comes up, share it with somebody that you think could benefit from it. Who is living beneath who they are supposed to be? Help them to know that they don't have to live beneath the greatness that is inside of them. I don't care how lowly. I work in healthcare. We work with members who utilize the ER like it's their primary care doctor. They don't know any better. But guess what? That doesn't stop us from working with them. We have to educate them so they know that better is available for them. And that's all I'm doing for you today. I want you to know that better is available for you when you make the conscious decision to do something about it. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I wanted to come on here and talk about emotion. That's my thing. I talk about emotions, but I put together this emotional detox 10-day, it's 10 days of questions that you go through each day. And each day, I would say, take a question and pull out your journal. If you don't journal, pull out a notepad, pull out something. Thank you, Sandra. Pull out something that will help you to dig deep. And then, you know what? Don't wait for my live. Send me a message. Say, hey, Miss Carla, I purchased the detox. I'm on question number 1 and I can't get off of it because I really need that detox to help me to remove those things out of my life that are keeping me stuck. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. You guys will have it. It will stay there anytime that someone wants to purchase that. Thank you, Sandra. You know, please, guys, like, subscribe. I'll be back. I'm going to try to figure out the days that I can come on and just share some of my wisdom with you. Oh, I'm so happy about that, Faith. Do it, girl. Yes. Yep. Um, please, like I said, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll be back on live again. You can look for my post. I'll tell you when that will happen again. Have an amazing night, guys, and I'll talk to you again soon. God bless.